Welcome to Arsenal Report, your daily source for all things Arsenal FC. From match updates and transfer talk to behind-the-scenes stories, we've got it all. If you're a true gunner, this is your home. Hit subscribe and join the pride. Victory through harmony. Let's get started. Arsenal supporters have hit out at Thomas Partey after the midfielder missed the first leg of their Champions League semi-final against Paris Saint-Germain. Partey watched the 1-0 defeat from the stands at the Emirates Stadium after picking up an unnecessary suspension in the previous match. Mikel Arteta was forced to rejig his side for the home leg, with Partey joining injured players Kai Havertz, Gabriel Magalhaes and Gabriel Jesus on the sidelines. Arteta fielded Leandro Trossard up front, with stand-in striker Mikel Merino dropping back into midfield alongside Declan Rice. Ousmane Dembele scored the game's only goal, finding the bottom corner from a cutback in the opening stages after finding space in the box. Both sides went close, with Gianluigi Donnarumma making crucial saves from Gabriel Martinelli and Trossard, while Bradley Barcola and Goncalo Ramos missed late chances to double PSG's lead. Arsenal fought back after PSG's fast start and had a Merino header ruled out for offside. They weren't far off, but the result left many Gunners supporters pointing the finger of blame at Partey, who was suspended due to a yellow card for dissent in the 85th minute of the 2-1 win over Real Madrid in the quarter-final. That Thomas Partey yellow card in Madrid looks more and more stupid with every passing minute, one fan wrote on X. Another added, "I'm actually raging at Thomas Partey. His stupidity got him suspended and created an 11 with a gaping hole in midfield and an expectation on Rice to play two roles." Brain dead. Others took a more optimistic view, focusing on what Partey will add to the team once he's back for the second leg. "I think everyone has seen how important Thomas Partey is. There's no Arteta ball without Thomas Partey," one fan wrote. "Can't wait to get Partey back in midfield and allow Declan to run at that PSG team next week." "Missed Thomas so badly last night," another added. Rice arguably carried Arsenal's biggest threat, with his burst from midfield setting up Trossard's one-on-one chance. But with no Partey to sit in holding midfield, his impact was limited from open play. Asked if his side missed Partey on home soil, Arteta told Prime Video Sport, "I don't know. I think Declan and Mikel were enormous. Partey gives options and a different threat. It gives us flexibility to change the game. It's half-time and we have a big chance to be in the final." Asked if the second leg would be 50-50 in his press conference, Arteta said, "I don't know the percentage, but we have a lot of chances to be in that final. As I repeat myself, you have to do something special in the competition to have the right to be in the final. And the time to do it is going to be in Paris." Gabriel Martinelli described the showdown with Paris Saint-Germain as the biggest game of his life. And it also represents a huge chance for Mikel Arteta to transform an underwhelming season into a historic one. This is Arsenal's first Champions League semi-final in 16 years, and despite all their success down the years, they have been massive underachievers in Europe. That is why Arsenal winger Martinelli regards this as a massive opportunity for this generation to write their name into club folklore. Martinelli said, "It's the biggest game of my life. Since I was 5 or 6 years old, it's been a dream. We deserve to be here, and we are ready. It's an opportunity for our lives. Everyone who loves football wants to play in these games. We have to enjoy the moment and be ready. We deserve to be here. We deserve to win something for one of the great clubs in Europe. We have an amazing opportunity, and we will go into the game believing we can do it. We have this dream, the club has never won the title, and we deserve it because we are one of the greatest clubs in the world. Arsenal was supposed to be the team that stepped up this season and won the Premier League title when Manchester City faltered. But the Gunners, despite still holding second place, have been a big disappointment domestically. The transfers, most notably last summer's biggest signing, £42 million defender Riccardo Calafiori, have not worked. They have been inconsistent and have fallen short. However, Arsenal have been outstanding in Europe and knocked out Real Madrid in the last round, with Martinelli scoring in the Bernabeu. That has continued an amazing record that whenever Martinelli has scored, and he has scored 50 in his Arsenal career, the club has never lost. It is a record that he wants to extend, but insists that he would happily forego scoring if it meant that Arsenal go on to win the Champions League for the first time. Martinelli said, "If I need to run 15 kilometers, I don't score, and we win the Champions League, then I will still be the happiest man in the world. I try to give my best for the team. I don't think about that record, but I know about it. When we play against Vinny and Rodrigo, I know the players need a little help, so me and Bukayo Saka try to help Jurrien Timber and Miles Lewis-Skelly and work hard for the team. We have a huge respect for PSG. We have watched them. We've got an amazing team as well, amazing supporters who will be behind us." Martinelli, 23, who has 2 years left on his current deal, joined Arsenal in 2019 and has been a huge part of Arsenal boss Arteta's revolution at the Emirates. But with that has also come pressure and also competition, as he insisted he is also ready even if Arsenal sign big this summer, with Athletic Bilbao's Nico Williams among their big-name summer targets. Martinelli said, "We play for Arsenal. It's one of the biggest and best clubs in the world, so we are used to it. We are a big club, so we need the best players. It's been an amazing journey for me. I've improved a lot, and when I got here we were playing in the Europa League, and now we are in the semi-final of the Champions League. I'm really happy here. This is my home. I love the club. And the club has given me so much, not just on the pitch but off the pitch as well. The people who work at the club, they have been amazing for me. Everyone has to have their dreams. When I was in Brazil, I knew it could be real. I knew it could be possible and be the best I could be." Martinelli also insisted that Arsenal's men are ready to follow the women's example after their remarkable win in Lyon to reach their Champions League final. He added, "We are really proud of the girls and we want to do the same. We are really happy to be here and we want to go one step further." Arsenal have reached arguably one of the biggest weeks of their entire season. While the Gunners have seen their hopes of lifting the Premier League title ended, they still have plenty to play for. Mikel Arteta's side have reached the Champions League semi-finals and will take on French side Paris Saint-Germain. The recently crowned League One champions travel to the Emirates Stadium on Tuesday evening for the first leg of that titanic tie. And should they progress, Arsenal will take on either Barcelona or Inter Milan in next month's final. While there is still plenty of work to do for the current campaign, it appears as though Arteta is already putting thought into next season. A number of names have been linked with switches to North London, while some of the current squad could also be set to move on. With that being said, take a look at all of the latest headlines. Arsenal starlet Miles Lewis-Skelly has humbly admitted his surprise at already having a chant from Arsenal fans after an impressive breakout campaign. Speaking in an interview on the club's official social media channels, he said, "Oh yeah, I remember hearing it. It was nice. I didn't realise I had a chant, so for them to sing it, it kind of shocked me." Lewis-Skelly has enjoyed a standout season for Arsenal this term. The 18-year-old has made 33 appearances for the North London side this season, 8 of which have come in the Champions League. While Lewis-Skelly looks like he has a bright future with Arsenal, one man who could be on the move is midfielder Thomas Partey. The Ghanaian is out of contract at the Emirates and could leave for nothing, albeit previous reports suggested Arsenal were keen to tie him down to a new deal. According to Marca, his former club Atletico Madrid are among those interested in signing Partey should he depart. Despite the Spanish side's interest, they are aware they are not alone. It is suggested that Juventus and Paris Saint-Germain are among his suitors, while he is also reportedly interested in a move to Barcelona. PSG boss Luis Enrique has already gotten his pre-match mind games underway by suggesting he knows everything about Arsenal ahead of their Champions League meeting. As quoted by football.london, the Spaniard said, "Did I already start analysing Arsenal? No, because I already know Arsenal perfectly. For a very long time, it's a team I've followed. For the rest, the qualities we have, the faults we have, are the same. We can improve, yes, but if you focus on what's negative, that's your problem. We don't do that." Sunday is set to see Liverpool become Premier League champions. Arne Slot's side will earn the title providing they avoid defeat against Tottenham, and the Dutchman will have achieved success in his debut season. The Reds may have to wait a little longer to lift the trophy, but celebrations are set to get underway at Anfield. The title race is all but wrapped up with only 4 matches remaining after the day of play. Already 3 teams have been relegated after Ipswich Town lost to Newcastle United to join Leicester and Southampton in the Championship. The Magpies continued in the race for a spot in the top 5 by firing themselves into third place in their quest for a place in the Champions League. The season is reaching its finale, and that sees attention begin to be focused on the summer transfer window. Arsenal Report takes a look at the latest news and transfer rumours. Matheus Cunha has sent mixed messages to the fans of Wolves and Manchester United after a surprising goal celebration. Cunha is set to depart Molineux for Old Trafford in the summer, with Ruben Amorim's side in advanced talks with the forward. United are ready to pay £62.5 million to trigger Cunha's release clause and are confident of getting a deal over the line early in the summer. But when the Brazilian opened the scoring against Leicester on Saturday, his celebration caught the eye. After tapping in from Ryan Ait-Nouri's low cross, Cunha pointed at the badge on his chest, leading to some uncertainty. Speaking following the match, Cunha said, "I always say that I am always happy to play for this team. Sometimes my emotion is too much because I love to be here." Arne Slot is not getting ahead of himself, ahead of winning his first Premier League title. The Dutchman insists it will be years before he can be considered a Scouser, despite being set to emulate fixtures such as Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti, Manuel Pellegrini, and Antonio Conte. By becoming a champion in his debut season, Slot maintains it will be some time before he can be spoken of in the same breath as long-serving legends like Bill Shankly, Bob Paisley, Kenny Dalglish, and Jurgen Klopp. He said, "When you start to work here, then quite quickly, you get a certain feeling. But it's not true that I have the same feeling as someone who has been here forever. If I could feel that in just 10 months, it would be a bit weird when someone has stood on the Kop for many years and I've only stood on the touchline for one season. The good thing about the people here is that they welcome you from the start and you feel part of them. But to say I am a Scouser now would be too much. Ask me after 10 years. Arsenal are willing to pay the £50 million release clause for Dean Huijsen and remain in contention to sign the defender, despite claims Chelsea are leading the race, according to reports. The Gunners face competition from the Blues, in addition to Liverpool, Newcastle and Tottenham, and have met his representatives. Mikel Arteta and Andrea Berta are said to be keen to sign the Spain international.